All right, 5:30 p.m. So been on the road for 12 hours. So had a few stops along the way for fuel and bio breaks and stretching, and finally made it here. 12 hours is quite a long drive, even if you're in a truck pulling a trailer. Pennsylvania is fairly hilly. There's lots of long hills and valleys to contend with. Pulling a 5,000 pound trailer and car combo is not easy. So happy to be here. We'll put an end to this video, and we'll start with a new one tomorrow, just focusing solely on the Triumph Register of America show, and we'll see what that has to offer. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. All right, pretty big complex here. We're just kind of doing a tour around in the cars, looking for a little rip, 10-minute rip. So 2 hotels. There's I think it's a Wyndham and a Courtyard Marriott. There's a car wash station over here. Nice TR6 there. And then there's the main car parking for the people staying at the Wyndham. Nice assortment. We got Skip in front of us with his TR4A. It's got this interesting ring road that goes all the way around the hotels. A nice powder blue TR3A. We've got a nice big field up here for trailer parking. There's the hotels back there. Theater over there. So trailer parking here, and I think the car show is going to be over here. I'm not sure. I think I've ever been to a hotel property with more space for an event, more outdoor space. So they certainly picked well from that perspective. They could have that show in multiple locations here. Okay, I'm going to ignore the stop sign. Well, not ignore it, but I'm going to yield. Side of the Courtyard Marriott. Trailer parking over there. A couple of restaurants on site, including a brewery or a brew pub. Back to where we started. All right, Monday, 10 a.m. and we're on our first drive. We're just lining up for a tour of the Gettysburg Museum, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but got a bit of a line forming. Should be good. Alright, just lining up here. Got an assortment of cars. Another TR3A rolling in. TR6, beautiful hardtop. There's my ride for the week.
Remember, we're using the 2 lanes.
Okay.
Get out.
All right.
Nice 250. Look at this 2000 Estate. All right. Still lots of cars in the lot.
Slavery represented unfair competition, a threat to their right to work and live as they pleased. The North's economy was changing and diverse. Many in the North tried to take the virtues of free labor, the idea that workers should be free to enjoy the fruits.
Our crack TRA legal team is standing by the side to defend TRA against All right, and the other thing is, he's my hero. So I like duct tape, and and we will start out the auction command prayer, so you can look forward to that too. What we're going to cover are our modifications that you may or may not want to do. Yes, it's a stealth-free zone. That you may or may not want to do to your automobile. Most of them you can convert it back without issue, others maybe not. So.
Good morning, it's Tuesday the 21st of June, the second day of TRA. And we're just heading out to the trailer, 7 a.m. We use the trailer as a bit of a garage while we're down here. So we pulled it into the trailer last night just to keep it safe. And the weather forecast changes rapidly here. I've been keeping an eye on the forecast, and it's gone from, within 3-4 hours saying it's going to 90% chance of rain, 30 plus degrees Celsius. Down today, I think now it's dropped down to a 30% chance of rain with a high of 32 degrees Celsius. So anyway, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like, but anyway, we're going to get the car out and get ready for today's events. I know there's a rally this afternoon that we're going to go to. I think it starts at noon. So I'm not sure whether Skip and I are going to jump in one car and I'll navigate for the rally. Well, we'll see what happens. We don't know if we'll take the TR4A or the TR3A, but I'll take one of them. Alright, TR3 is back out of the trailer, and we've just aired up the tires. They looked a little low, so I just did a quick check on those. And a quick cleanup. It's looking pretty good. Driving pretty good, which is the important part. So, got her ready for the day. Special guest appearance here by JP, famous YouTuber, Max TR3 Revival Channel. So he's come to visit us for the day and check out all the cars. We're just about to head out for breakfast. Morning, Skip.
Hey, morning. And I want you to see the shirt I wore today.
Oh, he's got the British Car Day. This is the Toronto British Car Day show. We haven't had it for a few years, so hopefully he'll be coming up this year. I can't remember what year it is now, because we skipped a couple of years. So anyway, it'll be a good show in September. Anyway, so just heading out for breakfast, and then we'll come back and start our day and get ready for the afternoon rally. Just getting ready to go to the Battlefield and Beyond rally. Starts at 12 noon today. Pretty gray looking skies. We've had a few drizzles. Anyway, Skip and I are going to go together in his TR4A. I'm going to be the navigator and the photographer for the trip, and the scribe, let's say. I think there's going to be some note-taking along the way, so I'll be doing that as Skip's co-pilot. So we look to have a good afternoon. I think the rally's for about 3 hours. I don't think it's a timed rally. You can do it at your own leisure, but I think they're saying that it should take about 3 hours. So we'll see how many cars join us along the way. Should be a fun afternoon. And speaking about Skip's chariot, here it is. It's TR4A. We'll be doing the rally in today. We got the opportunity to drive it to dinner last night. That was fun. All right, off we go. Wish us luck.
There it's again.
Okay, we're on the rally, and looking at plaques. There's some of the battlefields here, and we're answering our questions as we go on the rally. So eyes open, eyes peeled, looking for various clues along the way, and see if we can figure this out. Okay, on the rally, we're looking for where the tiger lives, and I see a tiger up here on the right. So this red car, I'm not sure whether they got the address or not, but we know it's 1407 Granite Station Road. All right, on to the next left at the light onto the Lincoln Highway, Route 30 West. There's Route 30. I'm gonna go left. So we're stuck on a clue. We're looking for a rocking horse. This is where is the rocking horse, and apparently there are a lot of other TR owners that are stuck on this clue as well, as we see them running back and forth like we've been running back and forth. We've probably spent a half an hour to 45 minutes alone looking for this rocking horse, and we're in this park on a gravel road, and we thought it might be within a children's playground kind of thing, but we passed about 3 or 4 playgrounds and no rocking horses, so I think we're going to do one more shot back the way we came, and we've already done that I think twice, retraced our steps, and we're unable to find it. So the park over there, that's a long way to go. But anyway, we'll retrace our steps once more. If we can't find it, then unfortunately that could cost us in the end. Alright, continuing on the rally. It's a nice little area that we're running through now. I'll put you into the wind here for a second. Alright, I think one of our last stops on the rally is this historic round barn. So, if you've not seen a round barn before, that is definitely round. Pretty cool. Bunch of Triumphs here and an Alpine ahead of us. So we gotta wander around and look for some clues in here and get some answers to the questions. All right, back at the hotel. We left on the rally at 12 noon, and I think we're at about 3:45. And the little red TR4A did quite well, actually. It was quite a warm day, a lot of slow driving, a lot of stops along the way. It ran perfectly. A little bit of highway driving at the end. So, made it back safely. I think we answered everything as far as the rally questionnaires are concerned, except for possibly one. But it seems like a lot of people have missed that, so we're not the only ones. All right, I think the next thing is our welcome dinner or something. Not dinner, our
barbecue.
Welcome barbecue. So we'll head over there at 5 p.m. So we'll probably go in and take a quick break and have a Diet Coke, maybe a wobbly pop, and a water, and get set and ready to go for 5 p.m. All right. All right, Tuesday night we're at the Welcome Barbecue. This is actually the Battlefield Harley-Davidson dealership, and we're at their little pavilion here. So all the cars are coming from the hotel, or most of them are coming from the hotel. I rode with Skip again in the TR4, so all the cars will probably not be arriving here in this location. I actually saw some people walking from the hotel. It's about a mile away or so. Anyway, nice display of a lot of TR3As. There's a TR2, more 3As, 3As, and back into the TR4s. More TR3As in the back there. So yeah, it should be an interesting display of cars here, but we'll have to wait to see all 83 registrants on the field tomorrow for the concourse and participants' choice show. Anyway, nice night for a barbecue, so we're going to enjoy it. And I'm not the only Canadian here. There's actually another TR3A from Ontario that actually drove the car the whole way, so good for them. I'm not as brave, as you know. Trailered it down. There it is. Had a flat tire when he arrived at the hotel yesterday, but he's had it fixed today. Had all the bugs washed off. I was watching him wash it this morning, and it was full of bugs on the front end of the car. He does have some modifications to the car. I heard him talking to Skip about he has the Toyota transmission and the HVDA 5-speed, so I'm sure that makes it for a little bit more comfortable cruising on long trips. But kudos for driving all the way in a TR3A. There, I take a quick cruise along the back row here. Love the wide white walls. Thinking of doing that on my 59, which will be black. So that's a TR3B actually, so fairly rare car. You can see where all these guys are from. So my 59 is black with a red interior and a white top, so it's actually the same spec as this car from the factory. I'm not sure if they call that white or fawn. But that's what mine will be like, I believe, if I decide to keep the original black on the 59. Another 3B. Like the license plate on this one, it's got a trailer hitch on it, so it obviously has a trailer. This one's got a great color combination, classic British Racing Green tan. Probably hard to beat that combination. Lots of cars still arriving. More side screens. Powder blue. A red one. It's an early TR4, I believe. Got another TR3A, TR7. We have a 2000 Estate wagon. A shooting brake, I guess you could call it. A really nice TR6 with a hardtop. Apparently we're lining them all up here for a photo opportunity, so it's too bad I didn't bring the TR3A, my TR3 over. It's just a little easier to jump in with Skip. Nice to see a good variety of cars out. Some of these guys I know from the Six Pack Car Club. Jeff is one of them from Kentucky. Might be a little warm with that hardtop on today. But at least it saved him from a sunburn. Alright, we'll come back in a bit. TR2. A long door TR2 with louvers. Got the driving gloves on. Different color combo, that blue with the red interior. Rare car, 54 long door TR2. No exterior door handles. Some little different boot locks. Little dovetails on the outside left and right. The center light. Obviously the different front valence with that duct all the way back in and the grill all the way back in. Very cool. Okay, just had a fill of barbecue. Very good. Take one last look around the parking lot. Some new arrivals. I see a white TR250 over here that I hadn't seen earlier. There's actually a Spitfire here as well. This white 250 is a new arrival. I love white 250s. Very nice. Red on red, TR3A. Nice little Sunbeam Alpine. Yeah, it's a little different with the aero screens on. I saw him on the rally today, so I'm sure without the windscreen it would have kept him a little bit cooler. Pretty cool with the double stripe. That looks like mallard to me, mallard blue or mallard green, depending on how you want to call it. It's a nice color. Another 250, British Racing Green. Like that combo with the white exterior and red interior. It's a really nice blue. Not sure what it's called. Could be Cotswold blue, could be Salvador blue, no idea. These are very cool. This 2000. Love the green with the white roof. Another nice TR3A, white with the red interior. Yeah, some really nice cars here. Cars I haven't seen before, which is always a good thing. First time I've been to TRA, so always a different assortment of cars to look at depending on the events you go to. And obviously you get to meet lots of new people. All right, back to the hotel shortly for the rest of the night. Love it. All right, Wednesday morning, 6:15 a.m. We're up bright and early just to get the car cleaned up and detailed a little bit. This morning is the participant's choice in the concourse car show. Goes from, I think we start lining up at 7:30 this morning and get onto the field probably around 8ish, and then I think the show goes till about 1 o'clock. So we'll have a wander around and see all the show cars on the field. Unfortunately, the weather's not looking great for this afternoon. It looks like we'll be able to get the show in, but if I'm looking at the forecast, it looks like that changes pretty dramatically around 3 o'clock, as there's an actual flood watch in effect here. So we're expecting some torrential rains to come in around 3, so that might literally wash out our afternoon driving plans. But we'll make the best of it, so hopefully we'll get the show in at least without getting wet. So I'll keep you informed as we go along throughout the day. All right, Wednesday evening, and we are at the silent auction part of the evening. It's going to be for the next 3 hours or so. Apparently this is one of the highlights of the show, and it's quite popular. So we've just done a preview of all the available items on the table here, and we're getting ready to bid. There's a couple of items I'm interested in. I'm sure that we'll probably go for some pretty big bucks. They're pretty desirable. One's an Offenhauser valve cover that I see on the table down there. And there's a couple other little things that might be of interest. Skip, what are you going to buy?
I don't think anything. There's a lot of TR3 stuff.
Here's what Skip's interested in. The bar.
The bar.
Anyway, we're just waiting for it to start, and we'll pick up some live action in a little bit.
For TR, what, a high port head? Yeah, anything's got a high port head, so later 3s, 3As, Bs, 4s. You can put this on a 6 with a big hammer. Probably fit a 7 with a really big hammer. If you go the wrong way, but it would look kind of fun. All right, so who's starting me out with? So these things brand new are $3,000. So who's starting me out with a $10 bid for this? It's a tuba. All right.
You got it in the back.
We got it back. We got a $10 bid in the back. 10 looking for 20. 10 looking for 20. $10 bid in the back. 10 looking for 20. What a deal.
Does that fit on a Spitfire?
Sure. Big enough hammer will fit on it. All right, so we got $10 bid in the back. 10 looking for 20. 10 looking for 20. We got 20 looking for 30. 20 looking for 30. 20 looking for 30. 20 down here looking for 30. We got 30 in the back. Thank you. 30 looking for 40. 30 looking for 40. $30. $30 looking for 40. $30 going once. It's a deal. $30 going twice. Sold for $30 to number 86. No.
All right, Thursday morning, bright and early, just coming up to 7 a.m. And as you can see, I was successful in my bid last night for that Offenhauser valve cover and the cap as well, which was a separate auction, so I managed to get both of them for what I consider to be a screaming deal, so I'm happy with that. So we'll be going home with that. As far as the event is concerned, unfortunately we did get rained out yesterday afternoon. There was torrential rain, thunderstorms, lightning, everything. So our afternoon drive got canceled, and it was fortunate that our evening activities were indoors, so that didn't put a damper on anything. Now, we are supposed to be going on a breakfast run at 7:15 a.m. this morning, and as you can see, it's raining. So unfortunately, that's probably going to be a little bit of an issue for those people that are driving TRs. Now, obviously, I have the truck, which is parked over beside this yellow TR. By the way, this yellow TR is from Ontario as well, and drove down from Halliburton, so kudos to them. So anyway, we'll be taking the truck this morning to our breakfast run, and hopefully it'll stop raining at some point during the day. I think there are some other runs planned later this afternoon. Even if there aren't, I'm willing to go out and just go for a bit of a drive. So I can also see over there that I've detached my truck obviously from the trailer, and somebody has parked where my truck used to be with a camper or another trailer. So that's going to be a little bit difficult for me to maneuver a truck in there to hook back up to my trailer if need be. Hopefully he's only staying for the day, and I'll park the truck back over there and it won't be an issue. All right, so on with the day, off to our breakfast run, and then we'll take it from there. A few brave souls driving this morning. Side screens, I was just talking to Skip here, side screens obviously a bit more difficult to drive in the rain with the having to put the side screens on and dig the top out from the trunk and put that on, but the 6s and 4s generally do a little bit better, or a little bit easier to drive in the rain, and the windshield wipers work a little bit better, and they're a little bit bigger. Anyway, like I said, we'll make the best of it. We're just lining up, getting ready to roll out. 7:30. Alright, we have a few intrepid Triumph drivers, including my favorite license plate in front of us.
Kilometers.
If you can
Turn
see
left
that.
onto York Road.
So we'll follow them out to breakfast. Looks like we got about, I don't know, 10, 12 Triumphs on the drive. All snaking out the road here ahead of us. Porsche. Well, Thursday evening, and just heading out to the awards banquet, and the sun has finally decided to come out. Although those clouds still look pretty ominous over there. Anyway, finally got a break from the rain. Unfortunately, the cars are all tucked away and ready to be transported home tomorrow. So anyway, let's go and have a good time at the banquet. See who won the rally, see who won the car show awards, and see where the event is going to be next year.
First, a couple thank yous to the people who helped me put this together. They may not want to acknowledge that, but I'm going to do it anyway. My wife Gloria and I did the initial runs, and she helped me get the questions done. Steve Swift here, stand up, Steve.
Just like gorillas in the mist. Friday morning. Skip's just coming out to join in the fun. Just about to load the trucks up and head out to home. And I think we're about 5:30 a.m. and I'm going to hit the road for about 6. We're going to do a gas stop first and then be on our way. Alright, making pretty good time just coming into Bradford, Pennsylvania. It's just after 12 noon. It's actually a pretty good day for a drive again. It's not too hot, again not too windy, so we're making pretty good time. We did drive through some fog this morning as you saw, but now that's cleared obviously and we're having a good day of driving. So for those of you who don't know, Bradford is the home of Brad Penn Oil. So we just passed, or just about to pass, the Brad Penn Museum, and we'll soon probably see the Brad Penn Refinery, if we're going the same way that we came on the way here. There's the Brad Penn Oil Museum on the right hand side here. Have to stop there one day and have a look. Now some guys will point out beautiful architecture and landscapes. Me being a car guy, I'm going to point out oil refineries. There's Kendall on the right hand side. Pretty exciting, eh? Made in Bradford, PA. Just coming up to 5:30, and we're getting pretty close to home. Unfortunately, we're now stuck in rush hour, and this is Friday afternoon and cottage-bound traffic going up north. So it's gonna be a while before we get home. So I'm gonna think we're gonna beat our 12-hour time of getting down there. Probably gonna be a little longer than that going back home. All right, 5:53 p.m., so almost 12 hours. Happy to be home, back at the Tush Mahal. Anyway, I'm absolutely bagged. It was a long drive. So 12 hours is a long drive, as previously mentioned. So I think we'll call it a night, and we'll get out here tomorrow and do a bit of a recap on the event as a whole. Good morning, Sunday the 26th of June. And I thought I'd do a bit of a wrap up from the TRA trip. It's a couple days later, and the truck is still out on the road. I was going to try to move it yesterday, but the neighbors were having a party, and they had their car parked directly across from the driveway, which makes it a little bit difficult to get the trailer in. Anyway, let's do a quick wrap up of the event. Alright, I think I previously mentioned that this was my first Triumph Register of America show, and it's always nice to go to a new show where you get to see a bunch of new cars and meet a bunch of new people. Even met some subscribers of mine who watched the channel, so big shout out to those guys that introduced themselves to myself. Even had one of my subscribers, John, or JP, as you know him, come and visit me, which was always good. That's a couple of events I've had that happen where people that watch my channel have come out to meet and greet, so that's always nice. Big shout out to the organizers, Carol and Jack, the Miami Valley Triumphs, and the TR Register for putting on the show. It was a really well organized and planned show, and one of the best that I've seen. So I did upload a video of the Participants' Choice and Concourse car show, and you could see that the quality of the cars displayed on the field was exceptional. Some really nice rare models, lots of TR2s on the field, TR3Bs. I think my category, the TR3A category, Participants' Choice, I don't know, I didn't count the cars. There's probably close to, I don't know, between 25 cars probably within just my category. It's the most amount of TR3As I've ever seen on one field, that's for sure. The other thing, some of the other Triumphs were quite nice to look at. The 2000s were very nice. You don't see a lot of those up here in Canada. 2 white TR250s, and that is a fairly rare sight as well. So really nice display of vehicles. The Best in Show did go to that one car, the TR3B, the Cotswold blue one that I had sort of focused on and mentioned it was one of my favorites. It did end up winning Best in Show for Participants' Choice, and well deserved. One of the big highlights of the show is the silent auction and the live auction, and as you saw in some previous video, I did manage to win the bid on the Offenhauser intake, which will go on one of my cars. I haven't decided which car it'll go on yet. Possibly my TR3A that's in the trailer. I also have a 59 TR3A here at the side of the house, is in the process of being restored. May go on that car. I also have a TR4, a 62 TR4 that may get that valve cover. So lots of options for that. So very happy to win that piece at a good price. So yeah, I enjoyed the both the silent auction and the live auction immensely. Should be part of every car gathering. Alright, a few numbers to end this off. We all like numbers. Total mileage driven was about just under 1,000 miles. You can convert that to kilometers if you want. So just under 1,000 miles. I believe it was about 440 miles each way, and I did a little bit of driving down in Gettysburg. So like I said, just under 1,000 miles put on the truck, and it ran very well. I was a little concerned on the trip down. It started making a little bit of noise, a little bit of protest going up and down some of the hills. I think I got a batch of bad fuel, so I ended up running premium fuel in the truck, and that seemed to have cleaned things up, particularly for the return trip. $530 in gas was the total bill to get there and back. So not cheap, unfortunately, as far as gas is concerned. As mentioned, had to run the premium as well when pulling the trailer. So it is what it is. Gas is not cheap, but if you want to get where you're going, you got to do what you got to do. All right, so that's it for the TRA trip. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to back the trailer back in the driveway, and we'll keep the 3 in the trailer for now. The Alpha is going away this week, so we'll have an extra spot in the garage. We can pull the 3 out and put it in the garage, or maybe bring the 6 home and put the 3 up in storage. Always lots of stuff to think about as far as car storage is concerned. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for commenting, and we'll see you on the next video.